And we're back for another episode. In this episode, I want to do the visual guide for the Sightseeing Log in Heavensward Part 2, which is the other locations they added in, I believe, during patch 3.1. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So if you guys don't know what the Sightseeing Log is a feature that they added in during A Realm Reborn, where you can visit various sites around the game to get more history about that particular location. Now, I did make a video ages ago, which I will link in the description, how to get the first AE in Heavensward. I also made a visual guide showing all the locations of the first 42 in Heavensward. Now, I accidentally got this one in number 48, but I will do it again. I'll go there and then read it out and so on. I'll say what conditions and so on. Now, thankfully in Heavensward, they made it a lot easier, because during A Realm Reborn, you not only have to go to we have to find the place, you have to go there at certain time, certain weather, and you have to use a random command as well. So it was very hard to get done. Whereas in Heavensward, it's a lot easier. You basically just go to the location, it's clearly marked on your map where it is, and you most of the time only have to do a single command, but there is a couple of times you have to do others. So anyway, where we are at the beginning, we're at the top of this statue at 3228 in Coerthas Western Highlands. Let me just show you visually where it is. So you will need a flying mount to get here. So you will have to have unlocked flying. You can refer to my Aether Current guides if you need to learn how to fly. So you see this, that's Falcon's Nest over there. There's a statue. So let's go up here and try and land on it safely. There you go. Dismount. Right. And then the command is /lookout. I believe. Let me just double check my list. No, it's not. It is /rally. So, like I said, there's very little commands, thankfully. So, best guide ever. So this character obviously got stuck up here, and occasionally, like she says, like, how the hell do I get down? So, yeah. So let's see what it says. Logs. I will also write in the description a summary of this. All the like zones, locations, and commands, just so that you can get it done quickly without having to watch the whole video. So, okay, so the pike, a monumental stone sculpture carved in the likeness of Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon. The stonemason Purcell devoted 30 of her later years chiseling the piece, and it has stood for more than 150 years since. Even today, one cannot find a more stirring tribute to one of Ishgard's founding fathers. So that's cool. So we're learning as well some of the lore of the game. So anyway, when we get to location 44, we will continue. Okay, so carrying on, we've come to the Black Iron Bridge. And the official location of this vista is 2923. Now the problem is, the vista is all the way up here. And you can't just say fly up here and use your mount and land on it or anything like that, because that would be too easy. See, so if I hit dismount, it just doesn't work. Simple as that. It won't land on here. So what you actually need to do, you need to fly up to this flat platform right here. This is pretty much the only place you can land. And then you have to run up this chain and basically get onto the lantern. So be very careful when doing this, and you will have to jump to get on there properly. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do it flawlessly. I probably won't. But be very careful. Run up exactly the middle of the chain, because there is some invisible walls here that might just throw you off the side. So let's do it. So we have to go down. Let's run and jump. Okay, run, jump. Ah, did I make it? No, I probably didn't. Jump. There we go. Skills. I am the best. I didn't drop off 20 times before this video. Hell no. Anyway, so the command you need to do for this one is /lookout. So let's do it now. /look. I can spell out. Booyah. So Sightseeing Log number 44 is complete. So let's see. Oop, that's gathering log. Logs. Sightseeing Log. There we go. Right, so number 44. Black Iron Bridge. This testament to the skill of House Duzamel's artisans serves the main road stretching from the capital to the Dusk Vigil. Although built primarily of solid stone, the bridge was named for its suspended metal chains, wrought from black iron, impervious to the blazing temperatures of a dragon's exhalation. Cool. So yeah, so that's how you do it. It might be a bit tricky. You might fail a lot to get to this one, but it's a challenge, so why not? So anyway, guys, once we get to the next location, we will continue. Okay, so carrying on, we've come to 910 in Western Coerthas Highlands, in a place called Dragonspit, and you can see here this is a hot spring. This is pretty much the only hot spring in this entire zone. So just to give you an idea where it is, you can see here this is a path that leads towards Dravanian Forelands, and it's right here in this hot spring. So as it is a hot spring, all we simply do is sit. So let's do /sit. There you go. So we're just resting in pretty much the only hot place in the whole of Coerthas Western Highlands. And it says, let's look at it now. Okay, so number 45, Dragon's Spit. Said to be as scalding as a yerm's breath. Dragon Spit is a colourful analogy for the hot springs nestled between the cliffs near the Slate Mountains. Local wildlife has been attracted to the warmth of the natural thermal pools, and their numbers have only increased following the advent of the long winter. The steaming springs are also frequented by Ishgardian knights who laud them for their supposed healing properties. Cool. Right. So, when we get to the next location, we will continue. Okay, so carrying on, we've come to Coerthas Western Highlands at 12:8, right here. And you can see it, you can see this big statue. Actually, it's not even a statue. It seems to be some, like, frozen dragon with a dragoon lance sticking into it. Now, what you need to do, you need to fly onto the tip of the spear, and you can land on it. So, but you have to be very specific. There you go. See, so once you've landed, edge very closely, dismount, and then you have to do /me. There you go. So /me. So let us see what it has to say. So Sightseeing Log. The Slate Mountains. These mountains on the outskirts of Ishgard were valued as a mining site for slate of exceptional quality. 3 years passed. The Knights of House Duzamel attempted to carve an Ishgardian stronghold into the cliffs, enraging the dragon Sulibre and his followers. Remnants of the gruesome battle that followed still lie scattered about the crags, unable to decay in the chilled altitude. Interesting. So anyway, guys, once we get to the next location, we will continue. Okay, so we come to the next location in Dravanian Forelands at 23:39. Now, it's right at the south. You can see just west of Lothar-Gnaf. Now, what you have to do with this one, you can't just fly there and land. It won't let you. You have to come to the solid ground that's still got green on it, and then you have to go on foot. So let's go. So basically just hug this wall as much as you can, and then you'll find a path to get there. There you go. So you see how it looks like you can't climb on here, but in fact you can. And then just keep going until it says you've arrived at the Vista. There you go. See, you have arrived at the Vista. And the command for this one is /lookout. There you go. That's number 47 done. So logs. And then Sightseeing Log. Number 47. Willom River. When asked to explain the origin of its name, the local hunters usually say that while their river courses with tranquility in the present day, it once ran scarlet with the blood of the Dravanians and their foes. Those who fraternize with the dragons refute this interpretation, asserting instead that the river is symbolic of the passage of time since the sorrowful parting of paths between man and dragon. Interesting. Cool, so that's how you do that one. And when we get to the next location, we will continue. Okay, so we've come to the next location in the Dravanian Forelands at 2418. So it's right here. It's basically at the Vath camp. And it's on the first of the spikes sticking out of the mountain. Unfortunately, I already have this one, which is why it's not glowing on my screen. But when you get here, you'll see it on this spike. The command is /lookout. So let's assume I did it just now, and then let us check what it says. So number 48, Loth at Vath. Cast out from the main colony, a minority of Gnaf known as the Non-Mind built Loth at Vath as a sanctuary for other exiles. The word Vath is derogatory in Gnathic tongue, referring to those who can no longer link their thoughts to the Overmind being Ravana. Possessed of individual personalities, unlike the One Mind brothers, the Vath learn to live with each other's differing thoughts in this makeshift colony. And it's also a place where we did the Vath Beast Tribe. This is one of the Beast Tribes in Heavensward, and it was really fun to just get it done to max rank and do all the story. So, okay, so once we get to the next location, we will continue. Okay, so we've come to 3415 in the Dravanian Forelands. So let me just show you visually where it is. So you're sort of going along this path up here, and it's simply at the top of this stone block. You won't be able to get to here unless you have flying unlocked in this zone. So, okay, let's do it. Let's get up here. Wait till it says you have arrived at the Vista. And then the command for this one is also /lookout. So let's do it now. /lookout. There we go. That's number 49 done. So, Sightseeing Log, number 49. So, the Hissing Cobbles. The remaining fragment of a forgotten highway. The Hissing Cobbles have been molded by the inexorable march of time. Its neatly arranged grids of stone fading into earth and dust. The hunters of Tailfeather bitterly call it such, as many tracked quarry have escaped, startled by the hissing sound of boots grating on loose gravel. Interesting. Cool. Right, so once we get to the next location, we will continue. Okay, so we've come next to 1832 in Dravanian Forelands. Annex Shrine is right there. Come down the path, and then you find this sort of stone structure. Now, you need to fly right exactly above it, and then if you hit dismount, you will land exactly on the point. Dismount again to get off your horse, and then the command is /lookout. You have to be exactly on top, otherwise it won't let you get up here. There you go. Boom. So that's number 50 done. So let's see. Sightseeing Log. Boom. Right, number 50. It says, the Dane Road. This road leading to Annex Shrine was originally called Drain Urn, which roughly translated to the Path of the Dragon and Man. Due to the difficult pronunciation, the road became known as the Dane Road over time, and its profound meaning was forgotten by all but the Dravanians. Cool. So anyway, guys, once we get to the next location, we will continue. Okay, so we have now come to 3332 in the Churning Mists. So you'll know you're in the right place because you have this tree. Now, what you actually have to do to find this vista, because you might spend ages looking around, like, where the hell is it? But what you have to do, look up. It's on that floating island right above this tree. So let's go up. Up we go. And it's easy to miss this one, because you might spend forever looking around this area for it, but it's actually up here, right here in front of this statue. So what you have to do, the command, is /pray. So /pray. We're not worshipping false idols. I don't do that as a Muslim man. Anyway, let's carry on. So, log. Sightseeing log. Number 51. So, statue of the unsung. A solitary statue of a dragon in the southeastern corner of the Churning Mists. While it is difficult to ascertain the circumstance which led to its creation, the sculptor's foundation bears a weathered inscription in an early script, which reads along with the memory of thine heroic sapphire wings. Interesting. Let's take another look at this statue. Cool. Anyway, once we get to the next location, we will continue. Okay, so we have come to 3714 in the Churning Mists. So just so you know where it is, this is an area you come to for the storyline. That's the Eyrie. What you want to go to is the little tiny floating island right there. It is actually marked on the map as well. This tiny floating island. You have to really look up to find it. And of course, you will need flying unlocked in Churning Mist to get there. So let's go up. Let's go. So up, 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 and up. Eerily close to the area as we can be. Right. And then this one, we want to do the command /lookout. So look out. There you go. It's number 52 complete. So log. Sightseeing log. Number 52. It's a landlord colony. Many dwellings have here show evidence of extensive damage, likely the work of a furious Nidhogg following the betrayal of man. The Mughals tell that the ruins were once home to the lords of the lower lands, although their history was lost in the Great Yerm's wrath. Cool. Right, so once we get to the next location, we will continue. Okay, so we've come to Zenith in Churning Mists, and we need to go here to 1425. So again, flying mount required. Fly northeast of Zenith. So you can watch my visual guide if you need to know where it is. It's literally on this floating rock right here. This first floating rock just outside of Zenith. So let's do it. There you go. Land on it. And the command for this one is also /lookout. /lookout. There you go. So that's number 53 completed. And guys, I will also try and make the sightseeing log guides for Stormblood as well. So, the Old Father. The Mughals consider this ancient tree to be the forebearer of all flora in the Churning Mists. They believe that the fisher bore witness to a time before man and dragon descended into their millennia of bloodshed. Fair enough, fair enough. Cool. So once we get to the next location, we will continue. Okay, so we've come to the Sea of Clouds, location 66. So this, you might recognize this place as going to the area when you are working on the Dunscape and Void Ark storyline. It's literally right next to it in this bush. So the command for this one is, again, /lookout. So /lookout. Boom. So that's number 54 done. So let's see it. Sightseeing log. Number 54. Cold wind. When the Rose Knights first came to the Sea of Clouds and treated with the Zondu, they asked the chieftain what he called this islet floating northwest of Oxzondu, to which he responded, small island beneath which cold winds of Coerthas ever blow. For the sake of brevity, this knight simply called it Cold Wind. Cool. Right, so once we get to the next location, we will continue. Okay, so the next place we've come to is 26.6 in Sea of Clouds, simple as that. And it's very, very easy to find. Simply, it's on this rock right here. So again, the command is /lookout. So /lookout. That's number 55 done. So let's give it a read. Right. So this one says, the shattered back. The strong seasonal winds from the north have carved the crags of this floating isle into their unique shapes. The Knights of Ishgard called it the Shattered Back for its ominous resemblance to the gnarled rib bones of a great beast. Cool, cool. So it's obviously referring to this. So, right. Once we get to the next location, we will continue. Okay, so we have now come to Sea of Clouds. Let's see where we are. 928. So if you're wondering where we are, right there is the Camp Cloudtop. We've come just north of it to this floating island with this tree on it. And it's right, if you go around the back of it, right here. You can fly here and so on. And then the command is, again, /lookout. Lookout. Go. So that's number 56 done. So let's give it a read. Ooh. Okay. I didn't realize it was a heart shape. So when Sir Mariel was appointed to the Rose Knights of Count Cloudtop, she spotted this heart-shaped island atop the deck of her airship bound for post. It reminded the knight of a place of provenance where the two lovers would begin their journey together, and the island was named thus. Cool, cool. Right, so once we get to the next location, we will continue. Okay, so now we've come to the Dravanian hinterlands to 1213, just outside the west exit of Idleshire. So you will see these stone statues on your way out of town, and then the vista is literally just wrapped around this one. Simple as that. And again, the command is /lookout. Boom. So obviously, I'm guessing what we're looking at is this immense valley down there. So let's give it a read. Sightseeing Log. Number 57. The Sage's Cataract. As the Falak River stretches north towards the Orne Wild, it spills over this grand waterfall. In the past, students would compete to see who could swim closest to the cataract's edge without succumbing to its powerful torrents. A ban on entering the waters was eventually imposed after too many accidents. Fair enough. So it's obviously talking about this waterfall right here. Right, so once we get to the next location, we will continue. Okay, so we've now come to 1938 in the Dravanian hinterlands. You can see there, that's the Great Google Library at the back of Alexander. We're obviously at this half of the bridge that's obviously broken. We need to fly down here. And again, I would assume flying mount is required. I doubt you could do some jump to here. It would be incredibly difficult. So just use a flying mount, land on here, press a dismount. Ooh. I wonder, actually. I wonder. Maybe we do have to jump down. Ugh. If we have to jump down, this is going to be hell. Okay, let's try from this edge. Let's see if we can actually jump on here. So, leap of faith, jump. Yeah, first time. Mithrie's got the skills. So, anyway, the command is, again, /lookout. Yeah, that's number 58 done. So, sightseeing log. So, the path of knowing. This colossal bridge was once a bustling artery for researchers, students, and curators commuting to and from Great Google Library. Its stone pillars suffered significant damage when the calamity reshaped the land, causing a portion of the walkway to crumble and collapse. Interesting. Right, so once we get to the next location, we will continue. Okay, so we've now come to Dravanian Hinterlands 3031, right here. So you can see the big structure right here. You have to fly up to get to here. And you can also run up here from this path, but it's probably just better to use a flying mount. And then the sightseeing log is right there. Thankfully, it's really easy to get here. So you simply land on here, and then again, we want to do / lookout. Obviously, make sure you don't fall off the cliff. So / look out. Hey, that's number 59 done. So, let's see, number 59, the daggers. An area of the hinterlands where clusters of stone columns shaped like daggers protrude from the earth. The scholars of Charlian had long been engulfed in a heated debate over whether the name was too simple and colloquial, but a different one was never decided upon as the proposals began to exceed the columns in number. Fair enough, fair enough. Right, so once we get to the next location, we will continue. Okay, so now we are at Aziz La, right here at 1014. Now, you just teleport to Helix, you get here really easily, but you actually have to go inside this structure. I didn't actually know you could go inside it. So you simply run out the door, it will open, and the sightseeing log is right here. I'm surprised, I just didn't know that this existed. Interesting. Cool. So, next, again, the command is / look out. Look out. Yeah, so that's number 60 done. So let's give it a read. So the centrifugal crystal engine. This seemingly indefatigable engine harnessed the power of the imprisoned warring triad to transmute the life force of chimera experiments into synthetic crystal. These manufactured shards would then be used to fuel the cultivation of the chimeras as part of research into the possibility of obtaining limitless power. Cool. Right, so once we get to the next location, we will continue. Okay, so we've come to Aziz La again at 35.6. Now, just to give you an idea where we are, there's these two structures and so on. Now, you can see it's actually right here on this branch. Now, I don't know if we can land on here. We probably can, but let's just check. Not unless we have to, again, we might have to jump. You see, I can't dismount on this area, so I might have to jump down. So, cool. So, good luck, Mithrie. And let's do it. So, let's jump down. Ow. Okay, cool. So that's there. Onto this branch. Slowly but surely. And down we go. Booyah. Nice. So again, / lookout. Look out. Booyah. So that's number 61 done. So logs, sightseeing log. So, Biomass Incubation Complex, a research facility dedicated to chimera splicing experiments. His construction was prompted by imaginative requests from the Allegan Research Council and related institutes, leading to the cultivation of all manner of living prototypes. The mutagenesis nearby serves as an annex to the complex. Cool. Right, so one place to go. So once we get to the last location in Heavensward, we will continue. Okay, so last location. We've come to the cathedral, which is at 2528 in Aziz La. Now, what's interesting about this last point is that it's on the side of this wall right here. You can't land on here, so even if you try, it just won't let you. So you have to start at the top and you have to go down really, really, really slowly. So let's do it now. So let's do it. So I'm going to slowly walk off this edge to get down to the first bit. Oop. And then I'm going to get above here. I'm going to edge backwards. Little bit at a time. Little bit. Go. Damn it. There you go. Done. Right. So, last location to finish the sightseeing log in Heavensward / lookout. There you go. All vistas recorded. Yeah. So I got an achievement for that. So, and you get the title Veteran Explorer. Ooh. So let's just read it and then we'll equip the title. So, the cathedral. A cathedral designed in a distinct Marcedian style. The architecture suggests a place of worship by a tribe of tree-like beings who believe themselves remnants of Sephiroth. To research the link between faith and primal summoning, the Allegans moved the ancient structure to Aziz La from its original location on the southern continent. So that's it. Cool. So that's all the sightseeing log done for Heavensward. So let me just equip the title. So let's see if we can find on this ridiculous list of titles Veteran Explorer. Veteran Explorer. Where is it? Where is it? I wonder if we can sort it out alphabetically. Okay, we can do alphabetically, so that might be easier. So let's see, right at the bottom, Veteran Explorer. There you go. That makes it way easier if you just sort it alphabetically. So there you go, Veteran Explorer Mithrie Menethil. In terms of the sightseeing log, I am now ready for Stormblood. I've done all of them in Heavensward. I've done all of them in A Realm Reborn. So bring on Stormblood, simple as that. So anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye, guys.